Hello everyone! In this video, I'll give you a quick rundown of the main story from patch 9.2, Zereth Mortis, at least as they present it on the PTR right now. I imagine that the release of the patch is around the corner. When it's live, we'll most likely cover the new book, the new raid, and do like a full story of the Shadowlands. For now, here's a quick take on the story. So here's what happens. We follow the jailer into Zereth Mortis, aka First One Lands. In Zereth Mortis, we find out that the jailer is making his way to the sepulchre of the First Ones, and he is not allowed to go to the sepulchre of the First Ones. So we go after him, or we try to go after him, and in doing so, we come across these brokers that are enlightened. They help us out. We find out more about the First Ones. We get a robot and an oracle and all kinds of good stuff, until eventually we unlock our pathway into the sepulchre of the First Ones. Inside, we deal with whatever we have to deal with, the raid bosses, until we yoink out Anduin Rin. Anduin has been dominated by Sylvanas and placed in the hands of the jailer. We yoink him out, and on the PTR, Anduin just shows up and he's perfectly fine again. We also have Sylvanas, who was falling to the ground at the end of Torghast, the previous patch. Her soul restored by the jailer being evil and stepping away and like, ha ha ha, I'll leave her to your judgments. She gets a cutscene in which former Sylvanas is now looking at what she's become. Some people think that that means that whatever wakes up the Banshee Queen afterwards is Warcraft 3 Sylvanas. And as far as I can tell from the game, that's not the case. It's more like her soul has become one again, and that would mean she's more willing to work against the jailer. I still argue opinion that that was not needed. Like, she already had her whole turnaround moment with I will never serve, but whatever. Sylvanas is on our side again. Jaina is like, I will never trust you. To which Uther is like, please, Jaina, trust her for me. And then Jaina is like, I will trust you. So together we go into the sepulchre. We yoink out Anduin. And then we need to figure out some way to resist the jailer's domination. So we use the shards of the Helm of Domination, together with the trauma of those that have been able to overcome domination, as well as the language of the First Ones. All that combined makes a helmet, a golden one, and this buffs us up. Pretty much like Doctor Strange would give you like a magical buff, yeah? So now our will is empowered, and we can confront the jailer. Now, the final confrontation has not been available for the PTR testing, not as I did it, but we do know that the jailer model goes down. We do know that there are scrolls of lore that tell us, oh yeah, though the jailer's been defeated and then the Shadowlands made whole again. So we do know that the jailer is going to be defeated. And pretty much we're going to bring the Shadowlands back to status quo, minus the jailer being there. So Pelagos is going to be the new arbiter. Why Pelagos? Pelagos is going to become the new arbiter. It wasn't planned. Like, he didn't come with us into Zereth Mortis to become the arbiter. It just kind of happened. So Pelagos will judge the souls. Then we got Bastion, Ardenweald, Revendreth, and Maldraxxus that will just do their thing. And I guess the Maw is for the really naughty souls, because Pelagos of the mindset that every soul deserves redemption. But I'm guessing that if you're sent to Revendreth and you fail, they'll kick you down into the Maw, the zone where nobody's supposed to escape, except everybody did. Then, on the subjects of the First Ones, apparently the First Ones created everything. And they were also able to predict that the jailer would go to the dark side, because the Waystones, the one in the Maw, the one in Corvia, and the one in Zereth Mortis, they all respond to us, the Mawwalker, the true Mawwalker, the Mawwalker of prophecy. The First Ones were able to predict that we were going to need those Waystones, and by that logic, if they're able to predict that we're going to need those Waystones, they're able to predict that Zovaal would go jailer. What else? That's kind of what patch 9.2 offered. For a string into the next expansion, people have been suggesting Dragon Isles. There is the suggestion of more cosmic powers out there. Did I miss anything, chap? Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, the powers of the First Ones, they are so powerful that they can literally 3D print something like the Eternal Ones. So like a Primus or a Jailer or a Winter Queen, they just come out of a printer. So they're super duper powerful. They were there all along, as the name implies. They were there first. Kind of crazy that you didn't know about it, but they were. And the jailer has been plotting and scheming for quite a while. He has been working together with the Dreadlords. The Dreadlords have been working together with the Nephrius. And through the Dreadlords, all the cosmic domains have been infiltrated. We also know that the Arbiter was broken by the soul of Argus. And in the interview, they said that Titan souls don't go to the Shadowlands. Mortal souls go to the Shadowlands. Titans, they wanted us to think about, like, where do the Titans go? The Titans go to different things, and Light goes to a different thing, and Void goes to a different thing. But, no, Argus ended up in the Shadowlands. Why? Because the Dreadlords have been pumping it with death magics. Why? Because the Dreadlords are working together with the Jailer. Meaning, Jailer, Sargeras, Argus, it's all connected. It's been the Jailer all along, alright? Some say that is because he just throws whatever plan he has at the wall and sees like spaghetti what will stick. Some say that it's 5D chess and he can just predict similar to the first ones. I say it doesn't matter. Placing the Jailer as a source behind the entire story of Warcraft, it's just not great. What about Bane? Oh yeah, Bane. What about Bane? What did you want me to say about Bane? Don't forget about Bane. Everybody forgets about Bane. Oh yeah, Bane gets the yell for the Shadowlands. Woohoo! The shitpost about the Jailer behind everything isn't just the shitpost. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but let me tell you why the Jailer is potentially behind everything. Okay. 9.0, there's a little book. It's called Enemy Infiltration Preface. In this book, we read about the Dreadlords infiltrating the different cosmic domains. They've infiltrated Disorder, Order, Void, Light. The fifth one. They've infiltrated those... Life, that was the one. They've infiltrated those domains, okay? Dreadlords infiltrated domains. Then we found out that the Dreadlords are actually created by the Nephrius and originate from the Shadowlands. That's point 2. Then we know that the Nephrius works together with the Jailer. Point 3. From there on, we learn that now the soul of Argus has been used to break down the Arbiter. Meaning that the whole Sargeras scheme, the whole Sargeras plotline with Argus, mind you, Argus was locked away a long time ago, predetermined. They've started pumping that with death magics, right? In order to break the Arbiter. Why? Some say just for funsies, some say because it was a plan. Doesn't matter. He was behind Sargeras imprisoning Argus so they could pump it with death magic so they could break the Arbiter. Yeah? Alternatively, you could also take the speculation even further, but keep in mind, this is speculation. If the Dreadlords have truly infiltrated all the cosmic domains, and they have infiltrated the domain of Void, say for example Azalatath, they might have manipulated the Void Lords into actually manifesting the Old Gods to begin with. If they have manipulated the Old Gods to begin with, then they've also manipulated Sargeras' motivation to become Sargeras' leader of the Burning Legion. But that is speculation. That is not certain, but there's definitely potential for it. And that is how the Jailer is behind stuff. Is he literally behind every single thing in Warcraft? Maybe. I'll have to sit down and pen everything out. But he's behind a lot. And my problem with that is that the Jailer wasn't a thing until the Shadowlands. And to now have this character that on screen does nothing besides being bald and beautiful and ha ha ha, I'm evil, but I won't kill you quite yet. To have that character be like behind things like the Lich King, Sylvanas, all that stuff is not good.